Hello, this is CJ here to bring you my July 2015 manga pickups. I am super excited for this video. I've been waiting a long time to share it. Obviously, I started this channel in the beginning of July, so I had to wait an entire month to show you guys these volumes, but let's get started already. I have some things to show you. Alright, here is everything. I'm gonna go through the volumes individually for you guys. So first up is Chrono Crusade. I actually picked this up at a store called Bookman's. We don't have a Bookman's here in Indiana, but my good friend Kai in Arizona was sure to show me it. And these were each $5 used, so I was very excited about that. Chrono Crusade is an oldie but a goodie. If you're into shonen and like sad stories with just like depressingly bittersweet endings, this is definitely the one to check out. Next up is the most recent 3-in-1 editions of Dragon Ball. I really enjoy this. These two volumes. Oh my goodness, it's been like a crime that I haven't gotten into Dragon Ball until now. I watched the old anime when I was younger, but I mean, it's not until now that I've actually sat down and read the entire manga, and I'm waiting actually until September for the next one to come out before I continue. I want to read them physically, it's just my kind of thing. Alright, next up is Durarara, Volume 1. This one was a recommendation from a friend. I just thought it was okay. I hear the anime is better. I might get the second volume, I might not, but I mean, this cover is really cool. It's kind of hard to see, but the keep out tape actually reflects in the light, so that's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, each of these volumes is about $13 each, if you're just buying them off of Barnes & Noble, and not sure if it's worth the price. Next up is Jacko, the Galactic Patrolman, also by the same author as Dragon Ball. It is a prequel, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, super enjoyed it. It's hard to say why. It's not like the later parts of Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Z, where there's a lot of action and fighting, but it was just really funny. It had a great story, and the prequel chapter to Dragon Ball was really super cute. So, yay. And next up is Puella Magi Madoka Magica, Homura's Revenge. I don't really want to talk about the story of this one too much, because if I tell you what the plot was about, it's going to spoil about 10 episodes of Madoka. And there's only 13 of them. So all I can say about this one is if you've seen Madoka and you enjoy Madoka, this is one to pick up. Although I actually think The Different Story, which is another manga spinoff, does a little bit better of a job at kind of, again, spoiling it. But if you've seen all of Madoka and you've seen the cover, you kind of know what I'm talking about when I mean that The Different Story does a little bit better of a job at telling the story this story wants to tell. So again, there's lots of spoilers, but I won't go into it. It's very funny in the beginning. It's kind of weird. It's super funny, and then it takes a super dark turn, and it stays grimdark for the rest of the time. I'm super excited for the second volume, though, and yeah, I would recommend picking that up if you're a Madoka fan. Oh boy, Miyuki-chan in Wonderland. I have not read this yet. This is kind of, how do I say this? This is a very mature story. It's very sexual in nature. I only got it because I'm a huge fan of the author group who wrote this, and I kind of got it as a joke. Again, I found it used at Bookman's. You can see how thin it is. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I would not recommend this. I just got it as a joke, so there you go. Next up is the 5th volume of My Love Story. Get this. Just get this. It's absolutely hysterical. If you're a fan of shoujo, or you want to read a shoujo that doesn't have like tired of romances, love triangles, long lost twin brothers from another dimension, this is the one for you. It's super funny about this like really big burly guy who falls in love with this tiny girl, and it's hysterical. Definitely would recommend that. Noragami, also volume 5. This covers part of my favorite arc of the series. This series, I mentioned before, is a bit of a shonen shoujo hybrid. It's super legit. I really recommend it for anyone who's into shonen or shoujo, because it honestly has like the best of both worlds. Next up is volume 78 of One Piece in Japanese. I went to visit another friend of mine who lives near Chicago, and they have a Japanese bookstore. I honestly forgot what the bookstore's name is. I'll put a little text below here to say what it is, but it was pretty cool. I bought this, and they gave me like a free button of a One Piece character. It was Baby 5, because Baby 5's the best character of this arc. Fight me, Senor Pink fans. But Yeah, no, it was pretty cool that I was able to get this, considering we probably won't get the English version until late 2016 at best. I mean, I am so glad that this arc is ending. It's been a long, long time coming, and but you know, I'm really happy to get this volume. It's got a super cool cover. Next up is Wanted. This is a collection of one-shots by Eiichiro Oda, the author of One Piece, including actually the One Piece pilot. It's, again, I just got it to own it. I mean, there's no way I'm going to read it and be able to read it. It's in Japanese. I know that some people have done a scanlation of this, so I might just check out the scanlation since I purchased the book. I would feel comfortable doing that. But yeah, it's just a cool thing to own. It's nice to own the pilot of One Piece, especially since I'm a huge One Piece fan. Alrighty, next up is Ranma Half, 17 and 18 Omnibus. Has my favorite story in it. Well, the second half of my favorite story in it. The first one has, I mean, the one before this, 15 to 16, has the first part of my favorite story. Yeah, this this is an easy recommendation. And if you're a Ranma fan and you know of Pantyhose Taro, he's also in this volume. So, yeah, go get it. It's really funny. Really, really funny. Next up is Volume 10 of the Perfect Edition of Sailor Moon. I picked this up again at the Japanese bookstore. I want to get 9 as well, but I only could afford this one for now because this covers the second half of my favorite arc of the series, the final one. And you might be wondering, why am I getting this in Japanese if I already own it? Well, the thing is, I've always wanted to own the Sailor Moon art books, but they're pretty much impossible to find now, and lo and behold, inside, some color pages. In fact, all the color pages, it's kind of hard to see while I'm holding this camera, but if you look inside, like at the, oh, did I find something? Oh, goodness. Hold on one moment, I'll edit this. Alright, if you look inside, yeah, they don't jip you on the inside pages either. So, there you go, there's Sailor Cosmos, looking great. A little advertisement for Sailor Moon Crystal there. If you know anything about my channel, it's kind of funny that that little advertisement is there. So yeah, I really, really enjoy having this volume, and I hope to get the other one because, you know, I want to have like a little complete arc. That'd be great. So for the end, volumes 1 and 2. This was actually recommended to me by a user who, I'm so sorry I forgot your name. I'll just put the name down here in little text right now. And the first chapter in this volume is really, really good. I am a huge fan of stories where it's like, oh, vampires have taken over the world and we humans have got to fight them. I don't know why. It's just, to me, I just love it. Maybe because I was super against Twilight as a teenager. But after that, it kind of becomes standard shonen. Literally, the character escapes from, like, vampires. And he's like, whoa, man, I gotta kill the vampires. I'm like, yeah! But then he goes right into high school. Like almost zero transition. Goes to high school for fighting vampires. And I was like, are you serious? But anyway, whatever. It's alright. I might not collect anymore, though. It's good for what it's worth. And last up, we got the Viz Media Manga Sampler and the Kodansha Manga Sampler. I got these for free at Barnes & Noble at their Manga Mania event. Manga Mania, event. And so, yeah, I just put them there because, you know, I have them. So, I guess they were part of this one, too. They're alright. They don't really have the complete first chapters of stuff, like Tokyo Ghoul doesn't have its complete first chapter, for example, but it's free. I can't complain. I really, really cannot complain. So yeah, it's my manga collection for this month. Comment if you'd like me to review any of these series or talk about them more in a later video. And like if you want to see more. And subscribe. That'd be great. Until next time, this is CJ, signing off.